Welcome to my channel Valuable Rare Coins because, as you know, old is gold. Some of the rarest coins worth big money could be hiding in your hands right now. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and watch till the end. Let's dive in. First, we're diving into a coin that celebrates not just American history, but the incredible legacy of one of the most influential voices in literature and civil rights. The United States of America quarter dollar issued in 2020 honoring Maya Angelou. At first glance, it might seem like a standard 25-cent piece, but for collectors, literary enthusiasts, and history lovers, this coin is a treasure that tells a story far greater than its face value. It's a piece of art, culture, and inspiration all rolled into one. The Maya Angelou quarter is part of the America the Beautiful Quarters program and the U.S. Mint's efforts to honor influential Americans who have shaped the country's identity. Maya Angelou, known for her poetry, autobiographical works, and activism, is celebrated for her profound impact on literature, social justice, and the civil rights movement. By placing her likeness on a U.S. quarter, the Mint not only commemorates her life, but also ensures that her contributions are remembered and appreciated by generations of Americans and coin collectors alike. This quarter is more than currency. It is a tribute to resilience, creativity, and the power of the human spirit. The reverse design of the Maya Angelou quarter is stunningly symbolic. It features a portrait of Angelou herself, exuding dignity and strength, alongside imagery that represents her legacy of storytelling and empowerment. The intricate design captures her spirit and the cultural impact she had through her words and activism. Every detail, from her poised expression to the subtle background elements, highlights the artistic skill of the U.S. Mint, transforming a small coin into a miniature work of art that resonates with meaning and pride. Millions of Maya Angelou quarters were minted for circulation, yet collectors know that condition is key when determining value. Uncirculated examples, coins that retain their original mint luster, sharp details, and crisp edges, are increasingly rare as most coins enter daily use and suffer wear. High-quality, uncirculated coins allow collectors to fully appreciate the artistry, symbolism, and significance of the coin. As circulation continues, pristine examples become harder to find, enhancing their collectible appeal and making them highly desirable among enthusiasts. Minting errors make certain Maya Angelou quarters particularly intriguing. Some coins have been discovered with off-center strikes, double dies, clipped planchets, or minor die cracks. These errors transform a standard quarter into a rare and valuable collectible. Even subtle anomalies can drastically increase a coin's desirability and market value, and collectors actively seek these error coins because they are unique and often command higher prices in auctions and private sales. The thrill of finding an unusual error coin adds an extra layer of excitement to collecting and elevates the hobby to a search for one-of-a-kind pieces. This quarter was produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver Mints, and coins from either location can attract collector interest depending on condition, rarity, and presence of minting anomalies. Professional third-party grading is essential for serious collectors as it confirms authenticity and provides a detailed evaluation of the coin's condition. Certified high-grade Maya Angelou quarters often appear in auctions, attracting competitive bids from collectors seeking verified quality, exceptional preservation, or rare minting errors. The grading process ensures that each coin's story and artistry are preserved and recognized in the market. For enthusiasts, this quarter is more than just money. It's a tangible connection to Maya Angelou's enduring legacy, a symbol of American culture and achievement, and a reminder of the power of words to inspire change. Collecting uncirculated examples or coins with minting errors transforms the experience from mere acquisition to a journey of discovery, allowing collectors to hold a piece of history that represents art, literature, and social impact. Every coin tells a story, and the Maya Angelou quarter is a story of courage, creativity, and lasting influence. Over time, uncirculated Maya Angelou quarters become rarer, and coins with recognized minting errors gain attention and demand among collectors. Pristine examples and error coins are particularly sought after, making this quarter a valuable addition to any modern U.S. coin collection. Its combination of design excellence, historical and cultural significance, and collectible potential ensures that it stands out as a must-have for both beginner and advanced collectors, as well as anyone seeking to complete the America the Beautiful Quarters series or focus on coins honoring influential Americans. In today's real market, circulated Maya Angelou quarters are worth face value. Uncirculated examples generally sell for a few dollars, and verified mint-error coins or high-grade certified specimens have reached auction prices ranging from several $100s to a few $1,000s, depending on rarity and condition. Second rare coin. We're diving into the fascinating world of classic U.S. coinage with a piece that has stood the test of time, the United States of America quarter dollar issued in 1970 from the Denver Mint. While it may seem like a common 25-cent coin to the untrained eye, for collectors, history enthusiasts, and numismatists, this coin represents a piece of American heritage, craftsmanship, and investment potential. From its historical significance to its potential rarity, the 1970 D quarter has plenty to offer for anyone interested in the hobby. The 1970 D quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1970, these quarters were well established in everyday American life, circulating widely in commerce, yet their historical and collectible value was already being recognized by numismatists. The Denver Mint, denoted by the D mint mark on the coin, produced millions of these quarters, but finding examples in exceptional condition is increasingly rare. This coin provides collectors with a tangible connection to American history, bridging generations and preserving the artistry of mid-20th century coinage. The obverse design of the 1970 D quarter features the iconic profile of George Washington, carefully sculpted with sharp details in the hair, facial features, and lettering. The mint mark D, located beneath the wreath on the reverse side, indicates its Denver origin. The reverse displays the classic eagle with outstretched wings, perched on a bundle of arrows above two olive branches. This powerful imagery symbolizes strength, peace, and the enduring values of the United States. Every line, curve, and detail was meticulously engraved, reflecting the dedication of the U.S. Mint to producing coins that are both functional and aesthetically pleasing. Collectors admire these details, and uncirculated or high-grade examples allow the artistry to shine fully. Although millions of 1970 D quarters were minted, circulation has taken its toll over the decades. Most coins show wear, loss of original luster, and minor scratches from everyday use. Coins that remain in uncirculated condition, with crisp edges, sharp details, and original mint luster intact, are becoming increasingly scarce. These high-quality examples attract collectors because they preserve the coin in its near-original state, allowing enthusiasts to appreciate the historical and artistic significance of a quarter over 50 years old. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1970 D quarter for collectors is the presence of minting errors. Coins from this period occasionally exhibit anomalies such as double dies, weak strikes, off-center minting, die cracks, or variations in the lettering and design. These error coins are rare and highly sought after because they are unique and often stand out dramatically from standard issues. Even minor imperfections can increase a coin's collectible value significantly. Serious collectors actively seek these error coins as they provide a sense of discovery and a story that goes beyond the face value of the coin. The Denver Mint produced this quarter with high precision. Yet production inconsistencies over time have created subtle variations that make some examples more desirable than others. Coins in exceptional condition, or those that display unusual die varieties, can attract premium prices in auctions and private sales. Professional grading by a recognized third-party service further enhances value, as it confirms authenticity, documents condition, and ensures that the coin can be confidently traded in the numismatic market. Certified 1970 D quarters with high grades or rare minting errors frequently spark competition among collectors, reflecting their lasting appeal and investment potential. For coin enthusiasts, the 1970 D quarter is more than just a collectible. It is a tangible piece of American history, a representation of mid-20th century craftsmanship, and a window into the design philosophy of the U.S. Mint during that era. Collecting high-grade or error coins transforms the hobby into a journey of exploration and discovery, as each coin has its own story, condition, and potential rarity. Holding one of these quarters allows collectors to connect with history, admire intricate design details, and appreciate the evolution of coin production techniques over decades. As the years pass, uncirculated 1970. D-quarters become increasingly scarce, and coins with verified minting errors gain recognition and demand in the collector community. Pristine examples and error coins are particularly desirable, making them valuable additions to both casual and specialized coin collections. The combination of historical significance, artistry, and potential rarity ensures that the 1970 D-quarter remains a sought-after piece for collectors completing Washington Quarter Series collections or seeking high-grade examples from the Denver Mint. In today's real market, circulated 1970 D-quarters are generally worth a few dollars. Uncirculated examples typically sell for $10 to $50 depending on condition, and verified mint error coins or high-grade certified specimens have reached auction prices ranging from several $100s to a few $1,000s depending on rarity and preservation. Third expensive coin. We're stepping back into the mid-1960s to explore a quarter that has become a fascinating collectible, the United States of America quarter dollar issued in 1965. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary 25-cent coin, but for coin enthusiasts, collectors, and history buffs, this piece carries a story that goes beyond its monetary value. From its historical significance and design to the potential for rare minting errors, the 1965 quarter has become a remarkable collectible worth examining closely. The 1965 quarter comes from an important transitional period in U.S. coinage history. This was the first year that the U.S. Mint began producing quarters without silver for general circulation. Prior to 1965, quarters were made of 90% silver and 10% copper, giving them intrinsic value beyond face value. Due to rising silver prices in the early 1960s, the Coinage Act of 1965 mandated a shift to a copper-nickel-clad composition, eliminating silver from circulating coins. This change marked a pivotal moment in American coinage, making the 1965 quarter a symbol of a major economic and historical transition. Collectors view it as a bridge between the classic silver quarters and the modern clad series, giving it both historical and numismatic importance. The obverse of the 1965 quarter features the timeless profile of George Washington. Designed by John Flanagan in 1932 to commemorate the 200th anniversary of Washington's birth. The details of Washington's hair, facial features, and lettering on coins in excellent condition are a testament to the craftsmanship of the U.S. Mint at the time. On the reverse, the classic eagle with outstretched wings perched above a bundle of arrows and olive branches symbolizes both strength and peace. While the design itself was not new in 1965, the shift to clad composition introduced subtle differences in appearance and texture, which collectors find interesting and desirable when examining coins in high grades. Although millions of 1965 quarters were minted, most were intended for daily circulation, which means they show significant wear over the decades. Coins that have survived in uncirculated condition, retaining original luster, sharp details, and smooth edges, are relatively scarce. These pristine examples allow collectors to fully appreciate the artistry and design, preserving a tangible piece of history from over half a century ago. Coins in high-grade condition are particularly attractive to collectors who focus on the Washington Quarter series, as they offer a clear glimpse into the minting quality and style of the era. What makes the 1965 quarter especially exciting for collectors are the minting errors and anomalies that occasionally occur. Some coins were produced with off-center strikes, double dies, or other subtle variations that make them stand out dramatically from standard issues. These error coins are rare and highly sought after because they are unique pieces of history. Even minor variations, such as doubled lettering or slight die misalignments, can increase the coin's value significantly. Serious collectors often hunt for these error coins, making the pursuit of rare 1965 quarters a thrilling adventure filled with discovery and excitement. The 1965 quarter was minted at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, and coins from either location can attract collector interest depending on condition, rarity, and presence of minting anomalies. Professional third-party grading is particularly important for serious collectors as it provides authentication, a detailed assessment of condition, and an official recognition of any errors or unique features. High-grade certified quarters, especially those with verified minting anomalies, often appear in auctions and private sales, commanding competitive bids and premium prices. The grading process helps collectors confidently buy, sell, and preserve these valuable coins for future generations. For collectors, the 1965 quarter is more than just a piece of change. It is a tangible representation of a key turning point in U.S. coinage, a reminder of George Washington's enduring legacy, and an example of the meticulous craftsmanship of the mint during a transitional period. Collecting uncirculated examples or coins with minting errors transforms the hobby into a journey of historical discovery, allowing enthusiasts to hold a piece of the nation's history in their hands. The combination of historical significance, design quality, and collectible potential ensures that the 1965 quarter remains an important coin for both casual collectors and dedicated numismatists over time. Uncirculated 1965 quarters have become increasingly scarce, and coins with verified minting errors continue to attract attention and demand. Pristine examples and rare error coins are particularly valuable, making this quarter a remarkable addition to any collection. Its blend of historical relevance, artistic design, and collectible rarity ensures it remains a highly sought-after piece for collectors of the Washington Quarter series and for those focusing on coins from pivotal years in U.S. coinage history. In today's real market, circulated 1965 quarters are generally worth face value, uncirculated examples typically sell for a few dollars, and verified mint error coins or high-grade certified specimens have reached auction prices ranging from several $100 to a few $1,000s depending on rarity and condition. Especially, we're traveling back to the late 1970s to explore a coin that may look ordinary at first glance, but holds a fascinating story for collectors and history enthusiasts alike. The United States of America quarter dollar issued in 1977. While it might seem like just another 25-cent piece from circulation, this coin carries historical, artistic, and collectible significance that makes it worth examining closely. From its design to potential minting errors, the 1977 quarter is a piece of American numismatic history that deserves attention. The 1977 quarter is part of the long-standing Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor the 200th anniversary of George Washington's birth. By 1977, these coins were already deeply ingrained in American everyday life, yet the mint continued to produce them with meticulous attention to detail. The Washington Quarter series of this era was composed of copper-nickel clad, a shift that had begun in 1965 to replace the 90% silver quarters previously in circulation. This change made quarters more durable for daily use, but also marked a new era in American coinage. Collectors today view the 1977 quarter as part of this transitional history, a coin that bridges the traditional design and modern minting techniques. The obverse of the 1977 quarter features the iconic portrait of George Washington, crafted by John Flanagan in 1932. Even after more than 4 decades of circulation, the intricate details in Washington's hair, facial features, and lettering make this design timeless. The reverse displays the classic eagle with outstretched wings, perched atop a bundle of arrows and olive branches, symbolizing both strength and peace. Though the design was not new for 1977, coins in pristine condition still exhibit remarkable detail and craftsmanship. Collectors prize coins that retain sharp edges, crisp details, and original mint luster because these features allow the artistry to shine through, even decades later. Despite millions of 1977 quarters being minted, most were used daily and show varying degrees of wear. Coins that remain uncirculated, free from scratches, nicks, and dulling, are increasingly rare. The scarcity of these high-quality coins makes them especially desirable for collectors who seek to preserve history in its most pristine form. Uncirculated quarters not only showcase the original beauty of the design, but also serve as a snapshot of a specific moment in U.S. numismatic history, making them more than just money. They are miniature pieces of art and heritage. What makes the 1977 quarter even more interesting for collectors are the minting errors that occasionally occur. Some quarters from this year have been discovered with off-center strikes, doubled dies, or subtle die cracks. Others may feature variations in lettering or slight inconsistencies in the eagle design on the reverse. These errors are rare and highly sought after because they provide a unique story and set the coin apart from ordinary issues. Even small anomalies can significantly boost a coin's value, turning an otherwise common piece into a highly collectible treasure. For enthusiasts, the thrill of discovering an error coin adds an extra layer of excitement to collecting. The 1977 quarter was produced at both the Philadelphia and Denver mints, with mint marks P or D indicating the origin. Coins from either mint can attract collector interest, particularly when found in excellent condition or with verified errors. Professional third-party grading plays a critical role for serious collectors, as it certifies authenticity, assesses condition, and documents any unusual features. High-grade or error coins often appear in auctions and private sales, drawing competitive bidding due to their rarity and desirability. This grading process ensures that collectors have confidence in their acquisitions and helps preserve the coin's value over time. For coin collectors, the 1977 quarter is more than just a piece of currency. It is a tangible connection to the history and artistry of U.S. coinage in the late 20th century. Holding an uncirculated example or a rare error coin allows collectors to appreciate the skill of the mint, the historical context of the era, and the subtle variations that make each coin unique. Collecting these quarters becomes a journey through history, design, and discovery, making even a seemingly simple coin a source of fascination and pride. Over the decades, uncirculated 1977 quarters have become increasingly rare, and coins with minting errors continue to draw attention from collectors and investors alike. Pristine examples and certified error coins are especially valuable, making this quarter a notable addition to any collection. Its combination of historical importance, design excellence, and collectible potential ensures that the 1977 quarter remains a highly sought-after coin for both beginners and seasoned numismatists. In today's real market, circulated 1977 quarters generally hold face value, while uncirculated examples can sell for several dollars depending on condition. Verified mint error coins or high-grade certified specimens have reached auction prices ranging from a few $100s to over $1,000 depending on rarity and quality. Next coin, we're diving into the world of U.S. coin collecting to explore a coin that may seem ordinary at first glance, but holds a wealth of history, artistry, and collectible potential. The United States of America quarter dollar issued in 1981 from the Denver Mint. While it is a common 25-cent piece in circulation, for collectors and coin enthusiasts, the 1981 D quarter represents a fascinating blend of historical context, design excellence, and numismatic rarity. If you love discovering coins that carry both stories and value, then this 1981 D quarter is one you'll want to pay close attention to. The 1981 D quarter is part of the long-running Washington Quarter series, which began in 1932 to honor George Washington's 200th birthday. By 1981, these quarters had been circulating for nearly 50 years, and they were produced in copper-nickel-clad composition rather than the pre-1965 silver quarters. The change from silver to clad material had already been in effect for more than a decade, yet it did not diminish the coin's appeal. On the contrary, this period marked a unique stage in U.S. coinage, where collectors began to value quarters not just for their metal content, but for their historical significance, minting quality, and potential rarity in high grades or with errors. On the obverse of the 1981 D quarter, we find the familiar profile of George Washington, a design created by John Flanagan in 1932. The portrait shows intricate details in Washington's hair and facial features, with sharp lettering surrounding the edge of the coin. Even decades later, quarters that have retained their original mint luster and crisp details are highly prized by collectors. The Denver Mint Mark D below the wreath indicates its origin, helping enthusiasts identify where it was struck. The reverse design features the classic eagle with outstretched wings perched above a bundle of arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength, preparedness, and peace. Though the design itself is familiar, coins in exceptional condition allow collectors to appreciate the depth and precision of the engraving. Despite millions of 1981 D quarters being minted, most circulated heavily, resulting in varying degrees of wear and tear. Coins that remain in uncirculated condition, preserving original luster, sharp details, and smooth edges, are increasingly rare. These high-grade coins attract collectors because they maintain the coin's original beauty and showcase the meticulous craftsmanship of the mint. Uncirculated quarters from this era are also highly desirable for collectors attempting to complete the Washington Quarter series, as they represent a pristine example of mid to late 20th century U.S. coinage. One of the most fascinating aspects of the 1981 D quarter is the occurrence of minting errors and anomalies, which can significantly enhance a coin's value. Some coins exhibit doubled dies, off-center strikes, die cracks, or subtle variations in lettering or the eagle's design. These errors are particularly sought after because they are rare and make each coin unique. Even minor variations can turn an otherwise common coin into a highly collectible piece, sparking competition among collectors and creating excitement in the numismatic community. Collectors often hunt for these error coins as they provide a sense of discovery and a tangible connection to the minting process. The Denver Mint produced the 1981 D quarter with high precision, yet small inconsistencies during production created subtle varieties that attract collector attention today. Coins that have been professionally graded by third-party services gain an additional layer of credibility, as grading certifies authenticity, evaluates condition, and documents any minting anomalies. High-grade certified 1981 D quarters, especially those with verified errors, often fetch premium prices in auctions and private sales, reflecting their rarity and desirability. For collectors, having a certified coin provides confidence and enhances its long-term value as an investment or collectible. Collecting the 1981 D quarter is more than just acquiring a coin. It is about connecting with a piece of American history. This coin captures a moment in time when quarters had fully transitioned to clad composition, when the Washington Quarter series was firmly established, and when collectors were beginning to appreciate coins for more than just their face value. Holding a high-grade or error 1981 D quarter allows enthusiasts to appreciate its design, the minting techniques of the era, and the subtle differences that make each coin unique. The combination of historical significance, craftsmanship, and collectible potential makes this quarter a must-have for both beginner and experienced collectors. As time passes, uncirculated 1981 D quarters become scarcer, and coins with verified minting errors continue to attract collector interest. The appeal of these coins lies in their blend of history, artistry, and rarity. They serve as a bridge between the everyday use of money and the specialized world of numismatics, where condition, provenance, and uniqueness dictate value. Serious collectors often seek out pristine examples to complete sets, add to certified collections, or even showcase as part of error coin collections. In today's real market, circulated 1981 D quarters are generally worth face value, while uncirculated examples typically sell for a few dollars depending on condition. Coins with verified minting errors or high-grade certified specimens have been known to reach auction prices ranging from several $100s to over $1,000, depending on rarity and preservation. Last unique coin. We're taking a closer look at a coin that may seem familiar to many Americans, but holds a unique place in the world of coin collecting: the United States of America quarter dollar from 1996, minted in Philadelphia. While it might appear to be just another 25-cent piece from the 1990s, this coin has fascinating aspects that make it a must-see for collectors, history enthusiasts, and anyone curious about numismatics. From its historical context to design details, minting errors, and collectible potential, the 1996 P quarter is a coin that deserves careful attention. The 1996 quarter comes from an interesting period in U.S. coinage. By this time, the Washington Quarter series had been in circulation for decades, and collectors had become increasingly interested in specific years, mint locations, and production nuances. The P mint mark indicates it was struck at the Philadelphia Mint, which has historically produced a high volume of quarters for general circulation. Despite the large number of coins minted, certain 1996 P quarters have become desirable due to their condition and rare minting anomalies. This period in the mid-1990s was not only a continuation of the Washington Quarter tradition, but also part of the lead-up to the U.S. Mint State Quarter program, which would debut in 1999 and revolutionize quarter collecting. The obverse of the 1996 P quarter features the classic portrait of George Washington, designed by John Flanagan in 1932. Even though this design had been in use for more than 60 years, the detail in Washington's hair, the sharpness of his facial features, and the precise lettering surrounding the portrait make high-quality specimens particularly attractive to collectors. The reverse shows the iconic eagle with outstretched wings perched atop a bundle of arrows and olive branches, symbolizing strength, readiness, and peace. Coins that have survived in pristine condition retain the original luster and sharpness of design, making them a visual pleasure for enthusiasts and a testament to the craftsmanship of the Philadelphia Mint during this era. Despite the millions of quarters minted in 1996, most were intended for everyday use, meaning they circulated heavily. As a result, finding coins in uncirculated or near pristine condition is increasingly rare. Collectors often seek out these high-grade examples because they offer the clearest representation of the coin's original design and aesthetic appeal. Pristine 1996 P quarters allow collectors to fully appreciate the artistry and precision that went into minting, which is why coins that appear flawless are so highly prized in numismatic circles. One of the most exciting aspects of the 1996 P quarter for collectors is the occurrence of minting errors and anomalies. Some quarters from this year have been discovered with off-center strikes, double dies, or other subtle imperfections. Others may feature slight differences in lettering, edge inconsistencies, or variations in the eagle's feathers on the reverse. These error coins are rare, and even minor anomalies can dramatically increase a coin's value. For enthusiasts, hunting for these unique examples adds an element of excitement and discovery to collecting, as every error coin tells its own story about the minting process and the intricate machinery behind coin production. The 1996 P quarter is not only interesting for its potential mint errors, but also for its place in the timeline of U.S. coinage. It was minted just a few years before the launch of the State Quarters program, which brought renewed interest in quarter collecting nationwide. For collectors, this transitional period makes the 1996 P quarter an essential piece of any Washington Quarter collection. Coins from Philadelphia are especially notable because the mint was known for producing high-quality strikes with well-centered designs, meaning that errors or exceptionally high-grade coins from this mint are particularly coveted. Professional grading is important for collectors who wish to ensure the authenticity and value of a 1996 P quarter. Third-party grading services certify the coin's condition, verify any anomalies, and provide a reliable assessment that allows buyers and sellers to confidently trade in the numismatic market. Certified coins in high grades or with verified mint errors frequently appear at auctions, where collectors compete to add these rare examples to their collections. For anyone interested in coins as both a hobby and an investment, understanding the grading process and recognizing high-quality specimens is essential. Collecting the 1996 P quarter is more than just acquiring a coin. It is about owning a piece of U.S. history. This quarter represents a moment in the mid-1990s when everyday currency continued to evolve, just before the excitement of the State Quarters program reinvigorated interest in collecting. High-grade examples or coins with mint errors provide a tangible connection to this era, allowing collectors to appreciate the artistry, history, and meticulous craftsmanship that went into producing even the most seemingly ordinary coins. The combination of historical context, design excellence, and collectible rarity makes the 1996 P quarter a standout piece for collectors of all levels. Over time, uncirculated 1996 P quarters have become increasingly scarce, and coins with minting errors continue to attract significant attention. These quarters serve as a bridge between everyday coinage and the specialized world of numismatics, where condition, rarity, and unique characteristics drive value. Serious collectors often seek out pristine or error examples to complete Washington quarter collections, enhance certified sets, or showcase as part of a broader collection. In today's real market, circulated 1996 P quarters are generally worth face value, while uncirculated examples sell for a few dollars depending on condition. Coins with verified minting errors or high-grade certified specimens have been known to fetch auction prices as high as $69,000.